I think that Super Smash Bros. Melee is overrated. Don't get me wrong, it's a good game, but it's definitely not my favourite in the series. And while we're on the topic of Melee being overrated, I personally enjoyed Brawl more than Melee and Smash 4 for quite a while. Band Hero and Greatest Hits are my least favourite games in the Guitar Hero series. Band Hero's setlist feels like Neversoft's desperate attempts to appeal to the little kids who don't know much about rock, and all of the songs from Greatest Hits could have easily been DLC since they're just recharts of songs from previous games. I don't ship or like Lutra in any way. Perfect Situation is actually a pretty good Weezer song despite its lazy chorus and overall tone. I unironically enjoy the Elite Street Boys music because it's cheesy and for otakus. Before I moved over to Clone Hero, I actually preferred Rock Band 3 over any Guitar Hero game just because of the whole modding and customs community for it. I personally like Alien Ant Farm's cover of Smooth Criminal more than the original Michael Jackson version. I didn't think very highly of Emily as Away. The game was relatively short, and if I wanted to chat with a friend, I'd just go ahead and DM someone on Discord. Five Nights at Freddy's gameplay is just dull and not as scary as the fans made it out to be. Did there really have to be a LEGO game of every big movie franchise back in the day? I like them for what they are, but this kind of thing was like the Rule 34 of late 2000s gaming. If it exists, there's a LEGO game based on it. I don't care if this one is purely because of nostalgia bias or whatever, but the PS1 version of Donald Duck Quack Attack is still my personal favourite to this day. It may have its cons and overhauls compared to the other versions, but as someone who grew up playing this version, I thought it was a decent Disney game. Certainly not the best there is, but still well handled for what it was. 6 words. I think that Jetra is canon. You cannot convince me otherwise. Guitar Hero Live was nothing but a failed attempt to revive the franchise. The main game had a lackluster setlist, and the GHTV portion was ruined by the fact that you had to pay for more plays if you wanted to play certain songs whenever you want. I don't like what Pixel Gun 3D has become. I would be lying if I said that I wasn't sick of hearing Through the Fire and Flames over 20 billion times by now. Good God, is this song way overhyped. Not even the music video can make it any more interesting. The original Super Smash Bros. On Nintendo 64 has not aged well at all. I don't really enjoy Team Fortress Classic as much as Team Fortress 2. Maybe that's just my preference. The Xbox One is Microsoft's worst console so far, with poorly executed ideas, not many exclusives that I'm really bothered about, and frequent updates that take way too long to install. I don't care if the Wii U was a commercial failure, I still love it for what it was. I didn't get the hate for Minecraft's crossplay at all. Just because not many people talk about a game anymore, that doesn't mean it's dead. Shut up! I think 21st Century Breakdown is a better Green Day album than American Idiot, and I don't think their Uno Dos Tres trilogy is that bad. Feel free to call me a disgrace to their fanbase all you want. I like Minecraft Story Mode way more than regular Minecraft despite it being a linear interactive movie. I didn't think Pixels was all that bad really. You know what I find funny about the infamous Cat in the Hat 2003? If I forget about the fact that it's based on Dr. Seuss's book, some of the controversial and unnecessary scenes actually get a good laugh out of me sometimes. I totally get where Atlas are coming from with their Persona 5 streaming policies. Even though I'm not that rare breed who would watch someone play a Persona game rather than play it myself, I find it fair that they're only trying to protect their fans from spoilers. People really need to open their eyes and have a shred of common sense to appreciate this move, because even if most game companies don't give a shit about you talking over unaltered footage of their product, video games are still for home use and not big video sharing sites like YouTube. Long story short, don't boycott a game just because the developers don't want you spoiling big reveals of parts that are very late into it. Although I will take one for the opposite side by saying that giving out copyright strikes and suspending people's accounts seems like a harsh punishment for failing to abide by a set of rules. I honestly don't enjoy OS as much as I used to anymore. I don't get the hype for getting over it with Bennett Foddy. The game just feels like frustrating bullshit for the sake of being frustrating bullshit. Sure, I get a few laughs from watching people like Markiplier throw tantrums whenever they've lost significant amounts of progress, but other than that, the game just seems like it has no other merits other than being frustrating on purpose like the other games Bennett Foddy has made. Mobile gaming is not my thing anymore. I'll just stick to my DS, PSP, or maybe even the Nintendo Switch, thank you. Well, time to get crucified, I guess.